Hi, friends. It's been so long once again, but probably not really. I am joined by a coworker and friend, Angel.
Aw.
Hi, Angel.
Hello.
I would say we're friends.
Yeah, I would say we're friends. We hang out outside of work. We hung out.
Yeah, that qualifies as friends. You matched my energy. I told you I was drinking an energy drink, and we were going to do coffee, but like high key, low key, there was no time for that.
I didn't drink no
cheers.
coffee this morning.
Fuck, so we are going to need
Cheers
this.
to that. Boom.
Well, I just want to say thank you for wanting to come on here and like share your story. Cause it's not always an easy thing to do. From what I gather, you didn't have the easiest life growing up. And so the fact that you have like processed that enough to be able to talk about it and see like your positive outcome on the other side is beautiful. And I'm grateful that you're willing to share it.
Thank you. And thank you for having me for even thinking I was, I guess, not worthy enough, but I don't know what's the right word, but to be on the show and just invite me on here. And it's been a long time in the making. I've always, we're going to do this day or this day. And so we're finally here today, and I'm glad to be here. And it's something that I feel like, man, it needs to be talked about more. Like, not just people that are formerly incarcerated, just anybody going through a rough time, anybody going through something. Like, I feel like this is therapeutic. Like, whatever therapy helps for you. Like, for me, this is therapeutic. Like, whenever I get to come in a setting where I feel comfortable to share my story and just talk and open up, because maybe somebody else may going through the same thing as me. Mm-hmm. And just by sharing my story, they may not feel alone, because that's what helps me. Like, when I hear somebody talk about, man, what they gone through in life or what they're going through and how they got out of it. And it just gives me hope, because I feel like, man, like, there's light at the end of the tunnel. So
yeah,
maybe I might be able to shed some light, and hopefully somebody, it helps somebody out. So
yeah, you build your community, because like everybody, like we're not alone in this, even though we do feel like our struggles are kind of like unique, which they are, but I feel like we all still kind of have the same feelings and respond to things in a similar way. So seeing how you respond and get out of it would probably help somebody be like, oh yeah. Because the stuff that we talked about at work.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's start. Let's start with your childhood.
Yeah.
What was it like growing up?
Growing up, I would say my childhood was definitely, I had fun. Like, my mom made sure she made it fun for us, and like, I have a lot of good, fun childhood memories with my parents, my older siblings. I'm the youngest of 4 kids, so being the youngest, I was the baby. I was spoiled. I was the one that got picked on the most, and I got the best of everything and the worst of everything.
Aww.
You could say, But looking back, I don't think I would change anything. I would definitely love to just spend more time with my family and kind of just like, man, like really soak everything in, because I feel like as a kid, you're just, you kind of just naturally take things for granted because you're not really fully comprehending things. You know what I mean? Like, man, like this might be the last time I have this moment with my family or my parents or so it's just like, I wish I could just go back and just like relive certain moments that I hold dear to me and just kind of like just hold on to those a little bit longer. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
It was just, I don't know, to me, I feel like that was like the best of times, like when we were just all together, my mom, my brothers, sisters, my dad, and just all in one roof, you know what I mean? And it's been a while since we've all been together, and
were you guys always close, or I guess as a regular family, there's like fighting here and there?
Yeah, I would say we were close. I mean, we were always getting into it amongst each other, but at the end of the day, it was all love. Like, we were always protective of each other and loving of each other, and even if we were the ones going at it with each other, but it was just like I always felt like safe, protected by my family. You know what I mean? So I would say we were close.
Where are your parents from?
My mom's from Guanajuato, Celaya, and my dad from Michoacan, Apaxingan. So both descents from descendants from like Mexico, and that's pretty much where my lineage is from. And
gotcha.
Then
yeah. And what was your personality like as a child?
I was
kind of being the youngest one and seeing everybody live their life. And did you kind of get an idea of how you wanted to be by seeing others and being like, I like that or I don't like that?
I think so. I think I grabbed like a little bit from everywhere, like here, there, like there's a lot of like cultural influences just within my family and just all around me. So I kind of like picked a little bit. Like I wasn't very serious. I was more like timid, shy, but I was goofy. I was like very energetic. Like I think I had like ADHD because it was hard for me to like sit still and just kind of like, you know what I mean, focus on one thing. I was just like bouncing off the walls all the time. But that's probably why like I was getting on everybody's nerves because I was just so hyper. I was just so like,
well, you were the baby. You were just trying to play and have fun.
Yeah, so I would describe that just like, man, just funny, goofy, just likes to play and you know, just have fun.
Do you feel like you're still like that now?
I feel like I'm still like that to like a certain extent. Like I feel like now, like just life experiences kind of just like gave me a different perspective. But I still feel like, man, I'm a big kid at heart. Like I love to still like play sports and play games. Like I'll play with my kids or my nieces, like to me, I'm just like, man, I love it. Like I don't think that'll ever die in me. Like I think we all have to keep that kid inside of us alive.
Yeah,
you know?
Gotta be playful and fun.
Yeah. Don't take things so seriously all the time or don't take I know maybe, I don't know, from the outside looking in, people might think that I'm a serious person because if I don't know you, I'm not just gonna open up to you and just show you my true self because I don't feel like a lot of people are ready for the real Angel. Like they might be like, damn, what's wrong with him? But
like,
that's because they don't understand, like, and they don't have to understand. Like I don't expect nobody to like accept me for who I am or where I come from. But it's just like I'm not just gonna open up. I'm gonna keep it professional and civilized until I see like, hey, you're one of my kind. Then I could just be myself with you and then just like fully just open up. And I feel like it's best to be yourself because then you know, like, man, who really likes you for you and and not for who you're pretending to be. You know what I mean? And I just feel like that's where I'm at in my life. Like I'm genuine to myself and that's the hard part, like trying to really find out who you are and what you really stand on and what you really stand for. And that's important in life, you know?
And defending yourself once you do figure out like what parts of you are you. Because there's a lot of, I think that's where like the people pleasing comes with people because they're like, oh, well, if they don't like an energy drink, but somebody offers it to them, they'll just say yes because they don't want to like cause up or stir any problems. When it's really not even going to cause a problem. You're just like letting people know where you stand. And maybe it's the fear of getting rejected or something that comes from it. But so, okay. So then childhood, where did you guys grow up in?
I grew up in Compton, California. I was born and raised there. Little fun fact, the hospital I was born in, Rancho Dominguez, it was closed down. My mom said they were giving away the wrong babies. I don't know how true that is.
Shut the fuck up.
But that might be true, but I don't know. I may have been the wrong baby given away.
No, you're lying.
And probably have a rich family out there somewhere looking for me. I hope so. So if you guys see this, you know what I mean?
I'm here. I'm
here.
right here.
We're in Burbank right now. So.
Oh, no.
But yeah, so I was born in Compton.
Okay.
You know what? Like we had our own home. Like we had a house. I grew up in my own house. Like we had a cool backyard, like big backyard. And for me, it was just like, man, it was just like I want to say for the first like 10 years of my life, things were okay. You know, it was still some little chaos and dysfunction at home, but for the most part, I just felt like, man, I was a kid. I grew up playing sports, and my older brother, I was closer to my older brother, Junior. He played sports, and you know, around that time, my dad was in and out of prison, so it's like I really clung to him, like held on to him because he was the only male figure at home.
Yeah,
and we were only like 2 years apart. So for me, it was just like, man, like I wanted to be just like my older brother, you know, in anything he did, and he was a cool kid at school, and he was real good at sports, popular, and you know what I mean? Girls liked him. So I was just like, I wanted to be like that. Like, man, like, you know, and then when he joined the gang, that I kind of felt like, man, like that created a big gap. Like he just became distant with me, like from one night to the next. Like, and he started using drugs and running the streets. And so I shortly followed because I'm like, man, like I don't really have nobody at home. My sisters are gone. My mom's always working. My dad's in prison. So my brother, he's in a gang now running the streets. So now I'm by myself all the time. So
yeah. Did he ever take you with him, or you just went and you said, I'm going with you?
He wouldn't want to all the time, but like I would just like cling to him. Like I would take my skateboard and just like he would try to send me home, but I would just stay close to him. And finally he just like, man, come on then, you know, because he knew I was going to follow him no matter what and kind of just be around him and his friends. Like, but yeah, after a while he just kind of accepted me, and then he got locked up shortly after. So then I just started hanging around with his friends, and it pretty much just it was downhill from there, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't know how. Like, how did you deal with that? Well, what age? How old were you when he got locked up? How old are you now?
I'm 34. I'm gonna be
34.
35. What are we on, August? I'm gonna be 35 next month. Yeah,
Okay.
so close
Yeah.
to 40. But I think how old was my brother? My brother was 12 when he first got locked up. So I must have been around 10.
He was 12?
Yeah, he was 12, man. He was already from
Bro.
a gang. He was already like skipping school, using drugs, committing crimes, and carrying guns. Like he was fully into that lifestyle, you
Yeah.
know. So when he got locked up, that affected me too, because I'm like, man, I miss my older brother. I'm like, damn, now I don't have nobody. I'm in a house full of like women, my mom, my two older sisters, and I'm like, I'm not trying to be like them. Like I'm not trying to hear all that all day, like all that, like yelling and you know what I mean. Like I love my family, I love my mom and my
Yeah.
sister, but it's like as a kid, I'm like I'm not trying to be like I can't learn how to be a man from a woman. Like no disrespect, but I feel like it takes a man to raise a man.
That is so crazy.
And I was trying to find that. I was trying to find like the next male figure to show me what it was to be like rough and tough, because I feel like, man, I'm gonna be too soft and feminine, like because I'm around women. That was like my mindset.
You had that mentality at 10 years old?
At 10 years old, I did, because I feel like I got picked on so much by my older brother and my older sisters that they instilled like an insecurity in me. Like they planted that in me, like, oh, you're soft, you're this, you're that, like. And I really fed into that. And so as a kid growing up, I had all these insecurities from home, because I did get picked on. I got picked on more at home than anywhere else. So when it came down to going to school and I would get bullied, like I would just snap. And I'm used to fighting my brother, who always beat me up. He's way bigger than me. So whenever I fought other kids, it's like I would go all out, because every time I fought my brother, it was like life or death to me, because he was just just ground and pound me, just beat me up. You know?
He held nothing back.
So it was that's where I was at, like always fighting, angry. But what it came down to was just fear. Like I was always scared. Like I was always like I acted out through violence or whatever because I was scared. And pretty much anything I did in life was fear based. Like when I committed my crime at 17, you know, joining the gang.
When did you join the gang?
I joined the gang at 12 years old, the same age as my brother. It was weird because like I had just seen like somebody get killed right in front of me, broad daylight, and I was outside of my house. Like outside of my house was like the neighborhood. Everybody hung out. Everybody was there. All everybody like from the gang. And yeah, man, we were just smoking, drinking. I'm a 11, 12-year-old kid, and I seen somebody kill somebody else right in front of me, and then it was just pretty much chaos. But
did that have any effect on you? Like, do you have any nightmares or?
I don't think I ever had nightmares about that day, but it did change the way I looked at the world. Like just my upbringing, where I grew up at, like always hearing gunshots, and then seeing somebody getting killed in front of me, and like being shot myself. I think it warped my mind. Like I had a warped belief system. Like, damn, it's kill or be killed. Like you can't be weak out here. Like you gotta be the aggressor out here. Like you can't be no victim. And it was one homie they're all from the same gang. One person from the same gang killed another person. So it's like I just killed my homeboy because we got into it, and we're from the same gang, same neighborhood. But that just let me know, like, damn, like you just got to be savage. Like
it'd be your own people.
It's your own kind. And I'm just like, damn, I thought we were all supposed to be homies. But when I seen that, it kind of just like made me think like okay, then like I'm not gonna be a victim.
Do you have trust issues from that? All of that?
Yeah. I have trust issues from that. From just like I feel like being let down, like being disappointed, like by my dad so many times, like him saying he's gonna change, and when he comes out of prison, everything's gonna be better, and we're gonna be okay. So every time he'll come home, it'll be good for a little bit, and then he'll go right back to the same stuff, like using drugs, go missing for days or a week or so. And I
can't even imagine that like level of disappointment at such a young age, and then just consistently being having that hope, and then it being like crushed.
Yeah, and so I remember my older brother, he would sleep by the door. So when my dad came home, like the door would hit him. But like at times my dad wouldn't come home, so my brother would just fall asleep by the door. My mom had to come and get him and bring him to the bed or whatever, you know what I mean? Like, and I think that's what affected him. And he missed out on like a father figure. So what did he go to the next best thing that he probably felt was the best thing, you know, and which was the gang, the older homies. Like everybody's giving you praise and love because whatever you're doing to prove yourself, you're gonna get that acceptance and that love and that security. And it's just like,
Yeah, and there's father figures in that.
it's
Like,
yeah, it's and it was all for the wrong reason. But at that time, it's like, man, you couldn't tell me nothing. Like, man, I would kill for it, I would die for it, or lose my life for it. You know what I mean? Or spend the rest of my life in prison for it. Which,
mm,
you know what I mean? At 17, that's exactly what happened. Like, I got sentenced to life in prison.
that's 17. Wait, you said you got shot before. When did you get shot? At what
Um,
age? Was it in between 17 or fucking?
it was the first time I got shot. I got shot in my back. I was 15 years old.
Oh my God, Angel.
Yeah, it barely missed my spine. I'm talking about like a fingertip, like a fingernail tip, like.
Dude.
And the doctors are like I was real lucky that it didn't like hit my spine because I would have been paralyzed. I probably would have just got killed because they would have just ran up on me and just shot me while I'm on the ground, you know. So, that was the first time I got shot.
The first time?
Yeah.
What was the second time?
The second time I was 17. I got shot in my shoulder and like a little like bullet fragment hit my face right here. Like all my face was burned. My whole thing was like, it looked like somebody punched me in the eye. Like my whole eye was just red
Yeah.
and stuff. We should have a little clip. I'm gonna send you a clip so when you edit it, you can do it side by side.
Picture
Yeah,
over here.
picture me. But nah, I healed up good, man. They put some aloe. What is that plant? That aloe vera plant.
Mhm.
You know, us Mexicans, we got the remedies. So
Oh, yeah.
and it kind of, yeah, you could barely tell except this
You
little scar right here.
seem fine for being fucking shot twice, dude.
Yeah.
I know what. I would have never known. I mean, was it more than twice?
Well, I got shot in my back, my shoulder, and my face.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Different times. Yeah.
Dude.
So that in itself, like after I got shot, I was more traumatized, like more paranoid, like PT.
Yeah.
I didn't know it at the time, but I'm just saying, like now that I think back on it, like it's traumatizing. Like I'm sure I got PTSD from that and
Of
just
course.
all the stuff that I seen, and even to this day, like I still, like wherever I go, like I'm still aware of my surroundings. I still like to like be vigilant because like you never know, you know what I mean? It's a crazy world we're living in, but I definitely feel like it's part of that trauma that
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I'll always carry it with me, but I know that I still have it
Yeah.
in me. Like it's still like I don't feel completely safe when I go out, and I think that's just something that I had to like learn how to like heal from. Like, hey man, like it's okay, just like calm down and relax. And it's
Yeah.
hard. It's hard for me even when I'm out with the family. Like it's hard for me to just like fully relax because I'm just like always
Mm.
thinking, like always
Just
thinking,
like
like
always
yeah.
looking around and being
Not like
vigilant.
all crazy panic, but I'm like, you know,
You're
it's
not
it's on my
relaxed.
mind. Yeah, it's on my mind, and I
Yeah.
think that's something like I need to work on. But
Mm.
yeah, it definitely changed my outlook, man. Like after the second time I got shot, I was like, you know what, like I'm not gonna be a victim no more. Like anybody looks at me the wrong way, coughs at me the wrong way, like it's a wrap. Like I'm just gonna pull out and I'm a bust on them. Like and that because I was scared. Like
Mhm.
I could be honest and say I was the scariest person in the world because I was so quick to pull that gun out. You know what I mean? Especially after I got shot, I'm like, man, I'm not gonna be a victim no more. Like people are
Mhm.
probably looking at me, I'm a punk. What am I gonna do next that I got shot? Like, all right, I'm gonna show everybody.
Dude, that's what you felt.
That was my mindset. Like, man, what are you gonna do now, Angel?
Yeah.
Like you just got shot again. Like, are you just gonna go out like a punk, or like that's my mind? Because in my mind, I feel like, man, I gotta set the standard. I gotta set the tone. Like I just got victimized again, and now I gotta let everybody know, like, man, I'm not gonna stop. I'm not gonna run away from this lifestyle. Like I'm gonna keep running deeper in it because that's who I am, and that's my reputation. And it's so stupid to think about it. You know what I mean? Like I spent 14 and a half years of my life in prison because of a belief that I feel like, man, I got to prove myself to people that weren't even there for me when I got locked up, like my so-called homeboys or whatever. Like the only one that was there for me was like my mom, and
Yeah.
really she was the main one there. You know, my mom and a few people along the way that were in prison with me, and like some friends that I held on to. But it was just like, man, like nobody from my gang ever looked out for me or asked my mom if I needed anything, and so it kind of just opened my eyes. Like, you know what? Like it's nobody's fault that I'm in prison. I did this to myself. Like I chose to go get a gun and shoot somebody. You know what I mean? And like thank God nobody died. I didn't kill nobody. And
Was that out of anger or like
it
what
was
caused you
gang.
to do that?
It was just gang stuff. Like with without getting too much detail, like I went to a
Mhm.
gas station, was with some friends. We ran into somebody from another gang, and
Mm.
it pretty much escalated from there. And uh, that was it. You know what I mean? I grabbed a gun and I shot somebody. You know, and
Mhm.
you know, what I mean, like I said, luckily they lived and nobody died. And but that's the life I was living. Like you disrespect me, or you're just from the wrong gang. You don't personally have to do anything to disrespect me, but just the fact that you're from a gang that we don't get along with, I got every right to shoot you, kill you, harm. Like it was just a stupid belief.
Yeah.
Like your life means nothing. And really my life, I didn't even value my own life because I was like, I think back on it, I'm like, damn, I was really living like a suicidal life. Like I was really living every day thinking or having that thought in my mind, like, damn, I know when I step out the house, I know I could get shot or killed and I may not come back. And I stepped out of the house every day with that in my mind. At 16, 17, 15, like that was my mindset as a teenager. And it's just crazy to think that a kid is living this way. And we're a lot of us coming from broken homes, but we're living this way because we're holding on to something that
Mhm.
we don't want to lose. And that's like that love, that acceptance, like that, man, I see you, like I acknowledge you, like I you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm giving you that respect. And as a kid, it's like, fuck, I held on to that. That was like a drug for me, that power, that respect, that
You needed that.
like I'm 16, 17 and I got older people fearing me because they know, like, I don't care who you are. Like you disrespect me, your mind's like, it's a wrap. Like, and they like, everybody knew that like about me. And I kind of fed off of that. But little did they know I was the most insecure, the scariest person of them all because when it came down to proving a point, I'll be the first one to go do it because I want everybody to know, like, damn, like without a question, they know Angel's down, which is
Mhm.
stupid because the one that I should be really living up to and proving myself to is like my mom, my family, people that care about me and really want me to do good. And it's like their opinion or what they felt didn't even matter. And,
Yeah.
and it's sad. It took me like 10 years into my prison sentence to even think about that. Like right when I got locked up, I was 18 years old, fresh into prison with
Yeah. Did they try you as an adult?
yeah. So I was 17. I was tried as an adult and given a 4 life sentences. At the end, it was like over 100 years to life or something like that.
Oh my God.
And so it was just a bad time to get locked up. Bad time for everything. I'm not trying to like minimize what I did. Like I'm not proud of what I did, and I could say honestly, like what I did, I did it out of pure hate, out of pure malice, out of just like cold-heartedness, and I didn't care. I wanted to take somebody's life that day.
Mhm.
Just because they're from a different side of the neighborhood that we didn't get along with, and it's
Yeah,
just
no,
like, damn, it's crazy.
your mentality was just on that one symbol and that one feeling of wanting to feel the love and acceptance. Like that's how important it is for people, even though, I don't know, they probably feel like they can get on with life without it, but it's like, no, we need it.
Yeah. So
Shit. So how much time did you actually spend in prison?
it was like 14 years and a couple months. Like just shy of like 6 months
Oh my God. What was it like for like that first month?
of incarceration. Oh
Mhm.
man.
That first week even? Could
I
you like
was
not even
sick.
believe that it was happening?
Yeah, I was sick, man. I was just like in shock. I was just like, damn, I can't believe it. Like I was just like, man, I'm praying for the guy that I shot because he's in critical condition. I'm just like, man, I hope he don't die because then that's going to go from whatever it is right now to murder. You know what I mean? So I'm just like, damn, man. I pretty much just felt no hope. Like in my mind, I'm thinking like, man, I'm gonna get juvenile life. I'll be home when I'm 25. This is my mind, right? Not even knowing that they're trying us as adults yet until we finally went to court and they're like, oh yeah, you're fighting 25 to life for this, 25 to life for that. And I'm just like, damn, like I came back and I was just like crying, man. Like I'm trying not to show my tears, but I'm just like crying, going back to juvenile hall to the holding cell, and the staff and everybody asking me like, man, what happened? Like everybody's there fighting life. Everybody's there for murder, robberies, and you name it, man. It's like the worst little teenage gang members in one module, and we're all in there for some crazy stuff. So everybody's like fighting big numbers, you know, like football numbers, 50 years, 75 years to life, 100 years to life. It's just like some kids got double murder and some kids got, you know what I mean? So it's just, we're all in there in the same boat and we're still all fighting each other. We're all getting high because we're still gang members and we still got to survive. And so it's just like, and trying to cope with everything and just dealing with a lot. Like it was a, I don't think any 17 or 16-year-old, 14-year-old, 15-year-old, 18-year-old, like it's just like, it's a fucked up feeling to feel like, damn, man, I ended my life before I even started my life. And
Yeah, because you're fucking going through puberty and
yeah,
shit. And
and
over here, that is just that's crazy.
yeah, and I think it's the most difficult time, like 15, like you're really trying to figure yourself out, find yourself, and I think just growing up in that culture, in that lifestyle, in that environment, it just like it like it helped like cultivate like who I thought I had to be, or at least in my mind, because there's a lot of people that grew up the way I grew up, and they go to college, they go to university, they do good because they use that as motivation to not go down the wrong road, because they see it like, man, my uncles, cousins, brothers, like they're all in prison, jail, getting killed, and so they like, man, I'm gonna come over here. But me, I saw that, I'm just like, man, everybody I love and care about is over here, so I'm gonna go down this way, and I did have people trying to pull me the right way, and like my mom trying to ask me like what's wrong, and in my life, I feel like, man, nothing's wrong, man. If anything, I found the answer to my problems, which is the gang, which is drugs, which is girls, which is like having no curfew, like 12 years old, living like I'm a grown man, disappearing for a week or two. My mom's like, we didn't have social media. I didn't have a cell phone. I'm just, I'll call you when I call you, or I'll see you. Like, damn. So it was like, I was just living like a little wild child, man. And to me, I loved it because I'm like, damn, I finally feel some independence, some power, and nobody could tell me nothing. And like, it was just...
And that's what you wanted, because you were like fearful of being weak and being picked on when you were a kid. Mm-hmm. And like you strived for that. What was something that like finally shifted your mentality? Was it in there? Was it out? Like, was it someone? Was it a conversation?
I think it was a couple factors. The one just being like fed up, man, like just being like fed up with everything. Like I'm like 25, 26, and I'm just still doing the same stuff I was doing as a kid, getting high, like drinking, and like we're drinking Pruno. We're not drinking like top notch liquor. We're drinking prison manufactured Pruno, like rotten apples and ketchup. And well, there's different ways to make it, man. I'll shoot you guys a recipe later. Hit me on my personal link. Nah.
Listen, I'm down to try one day.
Some moonshine, but man. So I was just partying, popping pills in there. I pretty much tried everything in there. I thank God I didn't get hooked on nothing. Like I snapped out of it. Like, damn, like, you know what? I can't keep living the same way I was living in the street. And then I'm doing the same thing in prison with a life sentence. And it's just like what's it gonna take? Like what is my rock bottom? Like, I think anybody ends up in prison with life sentence, some people will say that's a rock bottom. Some people will say it's not. Like maybe losing a family member, I don't know. But for me, it's like, man, that wasn't enough for me. Like everything I put my family through, like I was still so fucked up off the drugs and clouded that my mind couldn't see like the impact, that like the damage that I caused. And it went beyond my family. It went to everybody that I ever hurt with my crime and the crimes that I didn't get caught for, everything that I ever done. And I really felt like God was really trying to like humble me. Like, hey man, like it was
It's all right. Take your time.
It's crazy because I kind of feel like when I was at board, I had like to talk to commissioners, and I had to basically tell them everything I'm telling you, like kind of right now, like how did I grow up, everything I went through, and I had to answer everything, like truthfully, honestly, just crack open my chest and just lay it all out and just tell them like, man, I was a fucked up human being. And I don't blame nobody. I always had a choice. Like I always had a choice. Mm-hmm. But back then I didn't realize that. Like all I had to do was ask for help. Like, man, I need help. I feel this way. Like I'm going through something. Mm-hmm. But I didn't even understand like what I was going through at the time. You know what I mean? And I had to just explain all that to him. Like I feel like I got a PhD in myself. I got a doctorate in my own life because I had to study myself in and out. I had to study my life in and out to really think like what was I missing? Like, what was I lacking? What's the main thing a child needs? Love, security, food, shelter. Like I had some of those things, but I didn't have all those key components. Like I feel like, man, I didn't have enough love, and I didn't feel safe, or I didn't feel like I mattered. And I feel like, man, when a child doesn't feel like that, they're just gonna naturally seek it somewhere else. And sometimes in the worst spots, and that's what I did. I sought it out in like the gangs and my brother's homeboys and my older brother, because I wanted my older brother's approval. I wanted the homies' approval, and I just wanted somebody to like acknowledge me. I wanted to feel like I'm being acknowledged and loved. You know what I mean? And there's so many people in prison that are in there because of something that was missing. Like somebody's just not born to be a killer, a gang member, a fucking whatever it is, man. That they end up in prison. But I will say, like, man, like most of the time it's crazy because it's like love, man. When love is missing, it does a lot of damage to a kid, and we grew up so broken, and we don't realize, like, damn, that's what we were missing is love.
It's just the love
from the certain people that we felt that didn't give it to us. So we go and we seek it in forms of drugs, alcohol, people, sex, whatever it is. But like, I really feel like, man, if you gave me 10 million, I'll be financially secure and I'll be safe, but I'll still feel so fucked up inside because there's still demons in me that I'm still like trying to heal from. You know what I mean? But I realized today, like, you know what, there's a better method than my old ways. Like, I'll never go back to crime or gangs, or like, to me, I'm like, I got 3 beautiful little girls, and that's what that love, I try to give them all my love, and just them coming up to me and loving me and saying I love you, daddy, or hugging me, like I feel blessed, because I'm like, damn, like, to think that if I would have died or just never made it home, I wouldn't even experience like just that
pure,
is just
genuine love.
That's worth more than all the money in the world, and I'm just trying to hold on to that and not lose that, because sometimes I lose sight of like how blessed I am, because I feel like, damn, I'm not where I want to be, or just so much stuff that I feel like I'm hard on myself, because I feel like there's still milestones that I'm trying to reach, and until I get there, like I can't just sit down and feel like my work is done. Like, I feel like I'm just getting started, and that's the hard part is the start, like the first, to start anything, like to start to change. When I just started, like, you know what, maybe I can change and just leave this gang shit alone, and maybe I can come home one day if I just start.
It starts even with just a thought. And
I think, to go back to your question, like, what got me to like really start thinking like, damn, this shit's not it. I think that was your question, right? Like,
yeah. Well, what was the shift?
I was in the hole. There's a riot on the yard, and I got snatched up, and I was playing soccer that day. So because I had a scrape and blood on my leg, they snatched me up too. But I think sitting back there and just being isolated and being away from everybody, it kind of just gave me time to like clear my thoughts and just really think and talk to God, pray a lot. Like, you know, when they say you're going through the hardest of time, that's when you're closer to God. Like, you're like, and it's true. And I'll be the first to admit, man, whenever I'm locked up, I'm praying, I'm reading the Bible, and like, nobody knows this, I'm praying every night. And you know what I'm saying? Like, I just thank God. Like, at first I'll pray like, hey, give me strength, or you know what, let me come home. But after a while, I'm like, man, just give me strength to take it one day at a time and just protect my family. I wasn't even asking for him to let me out. I'm just like, man, just let me take this one day at a time. And whenever you feel like I'm ready, only you know, because if you let me out today, I'll go out and do the same thing. And I knew I wasn't ready. At 25, 26, if you would have let me out at 25, 26, I would have came back for something. Same shit or worse, because where my mind was at, I was just like so fucking hurt, and I felt so betrayed, and I just felt so lost, because I'm like, damn, everybody said they loved me and cared about me, they're gone. And the only one that was there for me was my mom. And I just felt so like, I felt like a piece of shit, because I'm like, damn, I was going through a hard time, and I was just using drugs, I was drinking, and then it's just kind of like God just kind of like snatched me away from that and just sat me down, like what is that you want? What do you want? Like, and I thought about it. I used to write it down on my little, I get emotional, but I had a little notebook, a little composition book, and I used to thank God for things that I didn't have, like my freedom, kids, a family, a job, like health, beating the riot up for that riot. Like, I used to thank him for that, and I was still fighting that. And they found me guilty, even though I wasn't involved in it. I had CEOs saying that they saw me involved in the riot when I was not involved in the riot, but I had CEOs saying that they saw me fighting and engaging, and because they didn't know if I was involved in it or not, but they just said, say somebody's innocent is guilty than let a guilty person go free. That's just how the system is. Once you're locked up, we're all guilty. Yeah. But as I was walking back to the cell, I'm about to bird bath. I have water in my little sink, and I'm about to shower in my cell, and one of the CEOs comes back and he's like, hey man, they changed their mind. I'm like, what do you mean they changed their mind? Like, yeah, the captain decided to not find you guilty. I'm not even in the hearing room no more, like talking to the captain sergeant, like, and he's like, yeah, man, he's like, you got found not guilty. I'm like, what? And they're about to send me to go do like spend more time in the hole, you know?
Mhm.
And just like that, they changed their mind. When I'm not even in the hearing room no more, I'm just back in the cell. I came back all bummed out, like, damn, I can't believe these people fucking, like, you know, got me guilty for that. My cellie was involved in it. You know, he was just like, man, bro, like, a couple people tried to even speak up for me, like, hey, he wasn't even in it, but
Yeah, they didn't give a fuck.
they didn't care. I'm like, man, I was doing good. I was trying to do good, and it's just like when I got taken out, it kind of just put a lot. It was a blessing in disguise because it put a lot of things in perspective. Like, hey, man, like I stopped using drugs, I stopped drinking. I
Like,
started doing
truly
college, like
isolated you.
truly isolated me to where it's like I felt so broken and lonely because like at the time I had no study for a couple months, so I'm just in the hole by myself, and I'm just like, you have nothing in there, no TV, no property. You're lucky if you get a book in there. You know what I mean? You get to go to the store and all that, but at the time, it's like I'm there for disciplinary reasons. Like I can't just go to the store right away. I gotta wait to go to committee, and it's a whole crazy process. But it did me good because I'm like, I was in jail inside of a jail. Like when you're in jail and you're not in trouble, you get to use the phone, go to yard. But now I'm taken away from the yard. I'm taken away from the phones, from TV, and now I'm just in the hole. And AdSeg, like, you're isolated. Like now you're really fucking on a timeout
with your own thoughts.
Yeah, I'm already in a life sentence, and I'm just like, fuck, man, how do I keep? So I'm just talking to God the whole time, and then I'm just like, man, whatever you want to do with me, like, I'm just like, man, I'm tired.
Yeah.
Like I was genuine, like when I feel like that, I'm like, damn, God, like I'm tired, God, like. So fast forward, man, like I got found out guilty. I went to Ironwood, which is like another prison in the desert, and they have the college program there. They got so much things going on versus the other prison I was in, Calipatria. It was probably just one of the worst prisons to be at. You know what I mean? Just a lot of shit happening over there, but man, I gotta thank a lot of people like Scott Budnick. I gotta thank a lot of my brothers like Josh, a lot of my boys, man, Kike, like Marcos, just so many, man. But like a lot of people that really, like, I could say like those are my brothers, you know. Like I was talking to somebody yesterday, my boy Kike, man. We did time together, and I just told him like, you know what, man, I just want to tell you I appreciate you, man, because it's probably like one or two people that I could really call. Like if I need something, I'm not talking about money. I'm just talking about like, hey, bro, like I need to talk, and like there's probably like two that I could really call and talk to. Some people might get hurt because they're gonna be like, damn, you could call me too, but that's just how like I've been feeling, man. like there's probably like one or two solid ones, and
yeah,
and I like to feel like I'm one of those friends that you could call on, and whenever it is, whatever it is, you know what I mean? Like if I really love you and I feel loyal and like I feel like, damn, we're bonded, like we gone through a lot of shit together. You stuck by me by my lowest when you didn't owe me nothing. And for me, I feel like, man, you find a friend like that or a brother like that or somebody like that, and just hold on to that, man. Like cherish that, because that's more than gold. You know, you find a real true friend. You don't need 10 fake friends when you got one or two real ones, you know?
Then you're set, you know, and those are the ones you got to water and the ones you have to like take care of and consider in all of your actions and stuff. Yeah. And how did you go from life sentence to them either like letting you out or?
So in 2018, there a lot of people were getting commuted from the governor, Jerry Brown, right before he left office, and a lot of people were getting letters in the mail from like ARC, which is a nonprofit shout out to Anti-Recidivism Coalition, man. They reached out to a lot of us that were in the youth offender program. A lot of us got locked up as kids, tried as adults, and so they had a youth offender program in the prison where they put a lot of the youngsters together and have programs for them, and they put a lot of mentors, like guys that have been locked up 20 plus years, 10 plus years, to kind of like be their mentors and guide them the right way. And that was a good program in itself. That really helped me like get on the right track, you know. So I don't even remember what was the question again.
So the program, how'd you go from a life sentence to them letting you out?
So everybody got letters. My cellie got a letter saying, hey, put this commutation in to set me. So I felt left out, like, damn, maybe they didn't think I was ready. I don't know, maybe because I just got out the hole, whatever. But I went ahead and put my own commutation in. There was a couple of us that didn't get it, so we were kind of feeling left out, like, damn, everybody's getting the golden ticket to like potentially get their sentences reduced and go home sooner. But
Mm-hmm.
not too many of us got it. So my buddy went and got the paperwork on his own, and he put it in on himself, and he got an interview. So then I'm just like, man, everybody's getting interviews and people are getting their commutations granted, like from life to having life in prison to like 10, 15 years. You're going to go to board in a couple years, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So I finally put mine in after like procrastinating, after like doubting myself, after like beating myself up. I'm just like, man, like they're not going to approve it. I'm just going to get let down again, get my hopes up, and it's going to feel like trial all over again. Like you're expecting the best and preparing for the worst, but this time I'm like, I don't want to prepare for the worst. I'm already fucking in prison with life. Like if I turn my commutation in and I get shot down, like I already know I'm gonna go through a whole another downward what do you call it, spiral. Like I'm gonna spiral down, and just I didn't want to get depressed again. So because of that fear, I didn't put it in. But last minute, man, I had a talk with one of the guys on the yard. He was one of my Christian brothers, David, and he's like, man, what's the worst that could happen? You already have life. And I'm just like, that's true, man.
That's true.
Like I can't get any more time. So I put it in, and all the interviews were done. Like for me, I'm like, man, I missed my window. I took too long. Everybody's getting commuted. Everybody's getting like called to the program office, and they're like, hey, your commutation has been granted. And so I'm just like, yeah, I'm already doubting it. Like, man, it's too late. They're not gonna call me no more. And then sure enough, they called me like I think on Thanksgiving, they called me to the office, and I don't know what it was. I'm thinking like, man, I hope a family member didn't pass away. And that's why they're calling me.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Because they do that sometimes. When your family members pass away, they'll call you to the program office and they'll let you know like, hey, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So you could talk to whoever your family is that's letting you know. And so I'm hoping like, man, I hope it's nothing wrong. I hope it's not my mom. Like I'm just like thinking the worst. And I'm just like, fuck, man. There's no program on the yard. Like it's all dead. So I go, then I finally talk to some secretary from the governor. She's like, they interview me and they're asking me questions. And they asked me one question, like, do you think you deserve a commutation? Like, do you think you deserve to come home? And I just, like, it just came out of the heart. Like, you know what? I don't deserve nothing. I told him, like, I don't deserve to come home. I don't deserve a commutation. And for me to deserve this is like saying, that the people, I don't know if it's safe for me to say their names, but the people that I shot deserve for me to shoot them. Like they didn't deserve that. Like I don't deserve this. So it kind of blew them away because like they didn't. Some people are. I don't know how people might answer, but if you're answering if I deserve to come home, I'm gonna tell you yes with all my might. I wanted to say hell yeah, I deserve to come home. Like absolutely, but I couldn't say that. I had to be honest. Like I don't deserve shit. I don't deserve to come home. I don't deserve a commutation. But I told him, you know what? I do know, like, I'm no longer that same 17-year-old kid that committed that crime. Like, today, this is who I am, and this is who I'm going to continue to be. And if I get a shot to come home, then I just let them know, like, basically, I'm not going to let it all be in vain. And I feel like for the most part, like, I've came home and I've remained, like, on this track, on this journey. I haven't been perfect. I've slipped up and went off the road, and there's probably some people that don't like me or you know what I mean to this day because of who I am and how I'm living. But I try to just be like not only a family man, but just be like make a difference in my community somehow, some way. Just whatever I could do to make a positive impact in my community. That's what I really want to do. And
yeah,
and I'm on a mission. It really is like it really is a marathon. Like it's every day, man. Discipline. Every day you got to be on it. Every day you got to remind yourself, like what do you stand for?
Yep.
You know what I mean? And I think for me that was key for me, like to have that in mind. Like, man, if I want to come home, I gotta start changing my mind while in prison because I gotta stay home. Yeah. I can't just from one day to the next, I'm a criminal, and then they let me out. I'm not a criminal more. No, because I'm still gonna have those thoughts. Like I still have those thoughts. Like if I see a bag of money, I'm gonna pick that bag of money up and take it. But I'm gonna think about it twice. I'm gonna be like, damn, like, yeah. You know what I mean? I might think about it like before I pick that, but it's just like that criminal thought is there. But now I know how to control it more. It was just like, you know what? I don't act on impulse. But it took a lot of training for me while I was in prison. Like,
yeah.
I heard you had to start living like a citizen. You got to start living like a citizen in society while you're in prison. So when you come home, that transition is not that hard because it's going to be difficult no matter what. You're going from a controlled environment to the world, and there's nothing stopping you. If you want this and that, you're gonna get it. I mean, you're gonna come home on parole, probation, but the world's at your, like, the world's your oyster, basically. Like, how are you gonna use it, you know?
Yeah. And when did you get the news that you were getting released?
Yeah, so I didn't even answer that part. So 2018, I got the interview. They interviewed me around Thanksgiving, and then people were getting granted, like, called in, and they weren't calling me. So I'm like, damn, man, I missed it until December 23rd, 2018, like 2 days before Christmas. They called me to the program office, and I seen one of the sergeants had a paper that said like 50 to life or something like that. I had the number to 17 to life, and I'm just like, why does it say that on that paper? And so he calls me, he's like, hey man, you did a commutation interview? I'm like, yeah. Like, I'm already all shaky. I'm like, I'm all praying outside. I'm crying. I'm just like, damn, is this it? It's like, so they call me in, and they're like, you're gonna have a call from the governor's office. I'm like, damn, man. I'm like, I think this might be the one. Like, so sure enough, I talked to some lady. She was like a secretary, and she's like, hey, Mr. Sarraz, we just want to like congratulate you on your commutation. I just like broke down. I was just like, I just lost it. Like, I went from like 100 years to life to 17 to life, and at that time I was already locked up for like 12 years. So I'm just like, damn, man, like I couldn't believe it. Like, that was like the best Christmas present anybody could have ever gave me, was like my freedom back.
Mm-hmm.
And I say that like you don't know how good you got it until you don't fucking got what you have. Like, you can't just wake up in your own bed, in your own house, and you're like, just, that is so priceless, and it's so precious in itself. And I know we get caught up with all the fucking fog and noise of the world and social media and all that bullshit, but it's like, to just wake up and go outside and fucking walk on some grass barefooted, like, man, that's so beautiful and priceless to me. Like, and I haven't even done that in a while. That's what I'm telling you, because we get caught up with life, and like I'm a dad, and I gotta pay bills, like I gotta do it. But it's just like, it really is the little things that when I was in there, I missed the most. And it's just like, I started thinking like, damn, man, I'm gonna be home, my family. Like, it gave me more hope and more fire under me. Like, damn, I just felt like I got 1,000 pounds knocked off of me. I got to knock down like another 10,000, but I feel way better, you know? Like,
just the weight.
It was like an uphill battle, but now I feel like, damn, I'm going downhill now. Like, it was just like that. And then, so 2018, I got commuted, and I didn't go to board till 2022. So 4 years after it, I had to I was still like working on myself mentally, emotionally, spiritually. Like I had to like just keep grinding, because I knew every freaking day after that commutation, I'm like, okay, I got to work on something. I got to write something about myself, my life. Like, I pretty much wrote my whole life story down. I like book reports about like being a dad, or
you should write a fucking book.
Man,
I'll tell you this right now.
Yeah,
you should write a fucking book.
I wouldn't mind. Like, if we get a good deal, let me know. You could you could help set that up. But
y'all heard it here first.
For real, man. Like, I feel like doing all that though, and really investing that time. Like you will see me in the day room, and I'll just have my headphones. Sometimes I wouldn't even be listening to music. It was just so people wouldn't bother me.
Yeah.
And I'll just be at the table just writing, and write. And for me, it was therapy in that, because the more I wrote, it's like I would cry sometimes. Like, you know how I talk about it? Like, I'll write it and I'll just cry, because I'm reliving a lot of shit, but it's just like, it's good for me, because like, it's grounding me, and it's reminding me like, hey man, like, you've gone through all this shit, but it wasn't for nothing. Like you made it through all this shit in your life to get to where you're at right now. And it's like, that wasn't easy. Like, nothing was handed to me.
Yeah.
But I could say that I didn't do it on my own. Like, I had a lot of help. I had a lot of people believing me before I even believed in myself. Like, before I saw anything, because I never felt worthy of anything in my life.
Mm-hmm.
The only time I felt worthy was like when I was doing bad shit, and I was in a gang, and I was like committing crimes, and that's the only time I felt good about myself. And it's so, I was so broken that I only felt good about doing bad.
Yeah.
Because I felt like, I'm so good at being bad, I'm gonna continue being bad. This is the one thing I'm good at.
Yeah.
But when I actually try to do good, and like getting my GED, and like going to college, and like little by little, I was building up my esteem, and proving to myself that hey man, like, I'm smart enough, I'm good enough, I'm talented enough. Like, I don't need to be this. I could be so much more, just being being the true self, you know?
Yeah, you're good enough on your own as is, and for who you are and who you truly are. And fuck, dude. Like, all right, this is a part one, because unfortunately we have run out of time. But I do want to do a part 2 of your life after incarceration and see like how you've maintained your positive outlook on life and everything.
For sure, let's
So
do it.
yeah, dude. Thank you. Well,
Thank you,
any
guys.
final words to the people? I just gotta come closer.
Final words to the people. I just want to just say, like, you know what, like, you are loved, you are worthy, you are more than enough, and you know what, life is beautiful. Life is beautiful out here, and
Hell yeah.
man, thank you all
Cheers
for
to that.
cheers.
Thank you, Angel.
Thank you.
You are loved. Life is beautiful, and you are worthy. Okay.
Yeah.
I love you. Bye.